Well, just as I thought I'd be able to finish the year out on a nice little lull and ride out the stomach flu, Baldo Man decides that I need to make one more upload for the year with a whole bevy of bullshit to unpack. Nick started a jam-packed week by trying to pull the depressed YouTuber card on everyone. The root cause was that we don't understand how stressful his life is. Being a trust fund baby that works 4 hours a day pounding whiskey like it's water on $1 million streaming contract just makes you want to cry harder than a woman does at Steel Magnolias. The hardest thing he does with his day is drive his kids to various places because he needs to be sober for that, and it cuts into the rigorous research he does for hookers on Instagram. And, as a total humble brag, he also stated he keeps the numbers of prostitutes on his phone. There's definitely no reason a married man should be admitting that, especially live on the internet. I'd say that it would get him divorced, but our wife has routinely showed that she's abnormal, so who knows if there's any repercussions. There was also some really creepy shit he said while being drunk more than usual on stream with Kumalat. First, he addressed that in spite of never cross-dressing, he totally would because he doesn't care, and you're a prude incel if you think he shouldn't. He didn't remember his gamer girl stream where he did quite literally cross-dress, but we remember. And I do believe he said our wife picked out the outfit he wore for that, so... Been there. Done that for Nicholas. Even worse has him later saying that he wasn't a fan of the Polar Express, and then saying verbatim, I don't want to watch that, I want to watch Tom Hanks fuck a bunch of kids.
I don't want to watch that. I want to watch Tom Hanks fuck a bunch of kids.
Nick, listen. You're in a lawsuit for defaming someone for saying someone is a kitty diddler. You look fucking guilty when you say shit like that, unironically. Stop being like this. You have 5 children. Tangent aside, Nick has made a declaration that for all of January, he will be going sober. For those keeping track at home, we have not only gone past the calendar year point of the initial Coomer Nick meltdown from the Discord, but also the start of his heavy drinking. While I'm no doctor, I could tell you that drinking that heavily for as long as Nick has will have physical and psychological effects from withdrawal, as he's intending to stop cold turkey. And again, for those keeping track, Null did say he would not speak to Nick if he was boozing. So I do think that is an underlying motive. And no, I don't think he'll stick to it, but it doesn't matter if I think he will when Nick can regale how he will overcome this.
I don't know why anyone is taking my Tom Hanks comment seriously. It was a joke I got from Vito. We thought it was hilarious since we're comedians. Besides, I'd only watch that if it was in American Beauty with Kevin Spacey. Now that's a real man with integrity, that Kevin Spacey. He stopped himself from sleeping with that girl, and that's a man I can only aspire to be like. It'd be awkward, though, since I'd already want to be with the closeted gay neighbor, because we're both gay. But I'm not gay, but if I was gay, then I would. And who linked that stream I did in the gamer girl clothes? Take it down. Do you know how fat I looked in that? I look like Wings of Redemption in it. I might as well have banquet meals. Wendy's chili tubs and freshly cracked cans of Pepsi all around me. You all know who super chatted more of his children's college savings wants to know how I'm doing after my depressive episode. I'm doing fucking horrible. Thank you. I can't drive my GT 500 because it's winter now. Rumble won't talk to me despite being the hottest commodity on LawTube in spite of my non-practicing status. And Baldo won't front me any money for ruining my own fan base. Snack trays aren't getting any cheaper, so some help would be nice. Let's Go Brandon super chatted $5 asking for a goodbye toast to the wine moms that went to potentially criminals channel. I should say no since Sober January is coming, but I'll do one for each that left. Egalitarian Stains and her shit-stained ass. Shree for hooking up with C. Goody instead of me. Cynthia for failing to be a proper Karen Farmer's mole. Carrie Mache for not offering any new age medicinal advice to help with Sober January and all the others that are there. And I know you're all curious as to how I'm going to handle Sober January. And I gotta say, it's an unequivocal stroke of genius on my part. Instead of drinking whiskey, I will be drinking boxed wine and watered down whiskey. Wine isn't as strong as whiskey, and red wine is good for you. Plus, if I mix water with my whiskey, I'm hydrating while I get drunk. Pure fucking genius. I should have been a bartending and health coach major instead of a creative writing major. Then I could be non-practicing in 3 things instead.